The artist has one of the saddest killer backstories in DBD. Dead by Daylight Tome 19, Splendor, reveals that Carmina Mora, otherwise known as the artist, was manipulated from birth by the entity's cult, known as the Black Veil. She was part of an experiment conducted by the cult that gave people the ability to see into the entity's realm so they could harness this power for themselves. Carmina's mother, who also had this ability, was taken away from them by the cult when Carmina was young, and her father was paid off by them to keep an eye on the artist's creations and let them know of anything unusual. Carmina continued to see forces and beings from other realms, and this heavily influenced and enhanced her artistic ability. The Black Veil's intention was to break the artist and use her power for their own purposes, but she refused to buckle, even when they caused her brother Matthias to drown. Carmina's father was drunk at the time and blamed her for it. This future DBD killer fell into a deep depression and went into a bridge to jump, but was visited by several hundred crows. She took this as a sign that she was seen and known, and that she had a higher purpose. The artist then started using her talents to stand up to corruption, most notably against the Black Veil and the CIA-backed dictator of Chile, Augusto Pinochet. In art school, Carmina made friends and organized a group that would use graffiti, murals, art, and poetry to bring awareness to how dire the situation was with the authoritarian government, even as members of their group were abducted by said government. The artist's DBD lore goes on to say that she and her friends were abducted by the Black Veil, who were now very much sick of her shit and how they couldn't control her as they had planned to. In a ritual, they chopped off her hands and tongue so she could no longer paint or to recite poetry to protest against them or the Chilean government. But before they could go any further, the artist, full of rage, inadvertently summoned a swarm of crows from the fog that pecked apart not only her assailants but her remaining friends. As she mourned the destruction she had caused, the artist was covered by a thick black fog and taken into the realm of DBD.